Stephen here.
Yeah.
So since we missed a few weeks now, we just wanted to do a quick 1 minute maybe recount of what we could have talked about.
We missed a couple of weeks now. We had some technical difficulties, and last week with the storm, it just wasn't possible to do a show.
Yeah, that's the problems of starting off a new podcast. No experience with it. So chamber match, Braun won that.
So Braun won the chamber.
Yeah. Not Braun won the chamber. Braun.
Oh my God.
So here we go.
Braun won the chamber.
At least he should have.
I wish Braun won. He basically did. He eliminated.
That's how much he's in my mind now.
He eliminated everyone else.
Yeah, Braun in his own right won it, but Roman actually won the match.
Yeah.
Just then. Before that, they had the whole gauntlet match. Seth Rollins did really well in that. I feel like, hopefully that carries over into whatever he does in the future.
Yeah, well, he's going for the US title at WrestleMania. I wouldn't be surprised to see him win the title, to be honest, the way they're pushing him the last few weeks.
I like that about the IC title match they've got going on between Miss Bell and Rollins. Got both messed up here. So that's one thing I like about the kind of title match at WrestleMania is that anyone can win. I don't mind whoever wins that match. Which is a good thing.
I'd be okay with any of them winning because Miz obviously isn't as strong of a worker as the other two, but he makes up for it with his character.
Exactly.
When he's talking.
Both thought that was great. We don't spend too much time on that as it was a few weeks ago.
I think we should just touch on our prediction league.
Well, absolutely. I believe, last time I checked it was 7-6, but then we both... Yeah. I know we're equalising on it.
So, our predictions for Elimination Chamber were, I'll just run through. Rob, you had Reigns, Alexa, Asuka, Hardy, The Bar, and Addison and Gallows.
I believe
And I had Reigns, Alexa, Asuka, Wyatt, The Bar, and Addison and Gallows. So the only one we were different on was the Matt Hardy Bray Wyatt match, and obviously Matt Hardy won that match. Yeah. So I believe we're level now. Yeah.
Did we get all of them right? All of them anyway? Because Reigns,
Alexa, Asuka. Yeah.
So we got them all right besides.
We got them all. You got them all right.
I got them all right.
Bray
you got
Wyatt.
all right, but one.
Because I thought that would make more sense if the feud's continuing, but Hardy wins and the feud's continuing. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. We haven't got the exact score, but I assume we could probably put a score down on this.
Yes, the score will be on the screen right now.
Yeah, there is. That equalising it's good as well because
I'm pretty sure we're level now, though, right?
Yeah, we are, because I got that 1 point back.
Okay.
So,
of course, this weekend there is another pay-per-view.
There is
Fastlane.
Absolutely, last brand exclusive pay-per-view.
Yes, it is.
Which is SmackDown.
Okay.
Because
it's Backlash.
WrestleMania is always a dual one, but then they're starting off with Backlash is going to be a dual one, and it's going to continue on from there.
Yeah.
Obviously, that comes with its positives and negatives.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it's tough to have two titles when you're doing dual branded shows, to be honest.
Yeah, and also mid card, it has to get like.
Yeah.
It's better. They get more exposure.
And then honestly, if you've got all the title matches on the card, you're looking at a whole card of title matches.
They needed to do it because of attendance and stuff like that. And
they definitely need to do it, and I assume they're cutting down the number as well. So only going back to the one a month.
Yeah. So speaking of Fastlane.
So Fastlane is this weekend. I'll just run through the card quickly. Do you know where it is? Which arena is it at?
I have no idea. No. I'm not even going to pretend like I do.
Okay, so I'll get that in a minute. Let's just run through the card. Go from the bottom to the top. Becky Lynch and Naomi versus Natalya and Carmella.
I'm going to go for this.
You
vote for it and then we'll go for this.
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev. Charlotte versus Ruby Riott for the championship. The Usos versus The New Day. Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton. And the six-pack challenge. AJ Styles, John Cena, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler.
Nice.
We'll start with the we'll start from the bottom with the women's tag match. Yeah. Becky and Naomi against Natalya and Carmella. Yeah.
I know off camera I said Becky and Naomi, but I feel like it'll probably be a heel win. Them sort of matches tend to have like the heel win, just to get that heel heat from the audience. I'm going to go with Carmella and Natalya. Probably some shenanigans.
Yeah, especially if they're trying to keep Carmella hot 'cause she's got the briefcase.
Exactly. They need to start giving them some actual wins because it come up so close to the actual deadline when she can cash it in.
Yes, I know, right?
Like I know. Many people have had money in the bank set their contracts by their stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ziggler, Rollins, they've always had it by wrestling all the time.
Obviously.
So it's not unusual for her to have a briefcase this long,
Yeah.
but it's just like
But it's like,
they're not really. It's like when she wins the championship, it's like, well, she's been losing a lot. What's the point?
they've really stopped making a big deal about the briefcases because it's like when she won it and she was with Ellsworth, that was like a big deal. But now, I mean, a few weeks ago she tried to cash it in, I think. But apart from that, there's not a lot to it really. Just point out the show is in Columbus, Ohio, at the Nationwide Arena.
Okay.
So you're going for Natalia and Carmella.
Yeah, I'm going for them. You want to be daring? Go with another team?
I'm gonna go Becky and Naomi. I think.
Okay.
I think we're gonna split on that
Yeah.
one. So there will be a winner after this. Well, there might not
Let's
be.
hope so. No?
There might not be because we might
Unless
split
it
on another
goes-
one as well. Next on the card, assuming it's next on the card, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev.
Shinsuke.
Yeah.
I don't want.
I mean, I think with him having the WrestleMania title match,
It's
fairly
such
obvious.
a good match. I assume. Oh, it's a hope. Rusev's like not really.
I hope Rusev
he's at the
looks good.
forefront
I
for
hope-
now because they built the weight.
I hope he looks good. I hope he doesn't just completely.
I
botch
think
it.
they're saving him. I think they're saving his like push for the title after. And hence the fact they're putting him against Nakamura. So he's all.
I think it's
So it's association.
it's a big spot for Rusev for sure.
Yeah. But
It shows
it's
that
good
still-
lose, but it's like sort of like saying, well, after Mania, if Nakamura wins the title, there's your first feud, really.
Yeah, and obviously he hasn't been on TV that much the last few weeks, but it
Yeah.
shows they're still thinking about him and they've still got something for him.
So
And he's
they're
great.
not putting,
so-
not saying they're putting him on the pre-show or anything. Like he is faced against
and
the
he's the most,
potential next
and he's the most
champion.
over guy in the company. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're both unanimous on that one.
Yep.
Next we have Charlotte versus Ruby Riott for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Fingers with these predictions, a lot of them get predictable.
I think especially in the lead into WrestleMania, you know what they're going for WrestleMania, so
For me, my mindset's still on Asuka Charlotte. I think they're going to do something with Alexa and Nia, hence Raw.
see, I'm not sure because you think they'd have. I don't know on that one.
I know, it's
Because
a bit of a weird one, because
they kind of set-
they keep pushing.
it's like they've already announced Asuka versus Alexa, haven't they now?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen any graphics for
Oh,
the
right.
card yet, so.
Yeah.
I think it's just because she hasn't had any
But they
intention
haven't-
of SmackDown at the minute, so just
Yeah.
it's assuming. Plus, I think it might be part of Swerve.
Yeah.
Like,
And especially if they want to keep Asuka and Ronda distant for a bit.
I mean,
moving
you
her to
can't
SmackDown
have
would
two
maybe-
undefeated. They're going to have to fight at some point. And
Yeah.
I'll have
So
a
that's
whole-
what. So that's why I say maybe moving her to SmackDown would be a good thing to keep them
Exactly.
apart for a bit longer.
Exactly.
Because as long as they're both on Raw,
I could
you're going to be thinking you want to see them against each other.
I could see when Charlotte wins, Asuka appears.
Yeah.
Sort of like, instead of just appearing on SmackDown, she appears at Fastlane.
Yeah.
Sort of giving that like 24-hour news thing, like that story they can have every Sunday.
Yeah.
Because there isn't really anything newsworthy over that
Yeah.
pay-per-view. They'll get the whole, oh, this is what this website says, this is what this website says. It's big news.
Okay.
Instant classic. So yeah, next match you got.
So the next match is the Usos versus the New Day for
No.
the titles. It seems like we've seen this match a lot.
It's because we have.
Yeah. We haven't seen them for a
And
while.
it's also, they finished off that Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. And they're just, it's like,
Fantastic match.
they obviously went
Fantastic
with Gable and Benjamin,
one. I could
and
have
then
sworn
they
they had a
just-
huge stipulation about like if they can't fight against each other anymore.
it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah.
Or it's just like them agreeing never to fight each other.
Yeah. Obviously, this is just holding the place until
Yeah,
the
it's just-
Bludgeon Brothers get the match.
I still
probably at
think they're going to get
WrestleMania.
added. I still think they're going to get
I
added
think they're
before.
going to get added. I think they'd have announced that match in advance.
Yeah, because we're still only Thursday, so it's not like we've got.
I think that's something they'd have wanted to do on the show. I think if they were doing that match, the Bludgeon Brothers would have attacked them or something.
I can see we were doing something during the kickoff.
The Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
I reckon they'll probably maybe Breezango.
Oh no, I don't mean like have a
Oh.
match. I mean like they'll make a little segment. Maybe they attack a tag team backstage, or
Yeah.
they do something that gets Shane to announce them as part.
Whether you say that, we haven't had a kick-off match announced yet.
True.
So,
Maybe like a little maybe.
yeah, so as of filming, there hasn't been a kick-off match. If there is a kick-off match, we will either put it in the description.
But whether it get added or not, I still think Usos have won this match. I don't
Yes,
think.
they will.
So yeah. So you go with them as well.
Yeah. It's like the SmackDown tag teams, there's a bit of a pattern to it where it's like a team will win on SmackDown. So you saw it recently with Gable and Benjamin. They'll get wins on SmackDown, but then on the pay-per-view they'll always lose to the Usos.
Yeah.
You've seen it with Breezango. You've seen it with Gable and Benjamin.
Yeah, my dream match for Usos is against Owens and Zayn because I don't see him doing anything post this title picture.
There was a time when I thought that would be the WrestleMania match, but now I'm thinking they'll do the Bludgeon Brothers and they might do Owens versus Zayn at WrestleMania, which I think is too early to break them up. But so we're both going for
I think they might do a thing where they'll be like, oh, we're best friends again. We're gonna fight the Usos. Maybe they'll beat Usos at Mania and then they'll do like a dissension heading off to like a SummerSlam match between the two, which I think is a nice time to break them up.
Yeah.
Give them a good 3 or so months for the title. Drop it out. Maybe Money in the Bank, and I think it's in Chicago.
Yes, it is.
Generally, it's in Chicago.
It's in
to-
Chicago, yeah.
Maybe they can drop it to like a really good, really big, like an NXT tag team. Split them up at the July pay-per-view if that's Money in the Bank on.
That is Money in the Bank, yes. I believe
Oh,
so.
Money in the Bank's a June pay-per-view.
I know it was July in the past. It might be June now because
I think we should go Money in the Bank, then Battleground, and then SummerSlam. I don't know how it is
There's
this
so many
year.
different pay-per-views now.
But either way, they drop it, in my opinion, the Money in the Bank, and then they'll split off for SummerSlam, Collision.
Yep, right. So we're both going for the Usos on this match?
Yep.
Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton.
Oh, that's the big
See,
one.
this is a tough one.
Because it's like, that's the only...
I mean,
Of course
it's Orton.
Of course, you got the whole champions really never change, but at the same time, it is Randy Orton fighting for the title. And would they? I think they might want a wrestler like Randy Orton associated with a mid-card title, so it gives them that sort of thing. Plus, Bobby Roode could just have a rematch clause in there. They might probably throw another guy or two in it to make a My Man match.
Yep.
Plus, I don't even have they even got the ladder match spot for this year. Like, have they announced who's got that spot for this year?
For WrestleMania?
Yeah, it always should be like a ladder match.
There always just seem to be a ladder match.
Last year it was a tag team match. I think this year it could be the United States Championship.
I don't want to spoil it on the podcast, but we've already talked about this off air. NXT. So maybe there might not be one on WrestleMania.
Possibly.
So, yeah.
Oh, I think I know
Yeah.
that now. Yeah. Oh, anyway, yeah.
I'm not going to spoil anything off
Yeah,
on the
absolutely,
podcast.
of
Obviously,
course,
we
we
talked
can't
about
do
this
that.
off air.
No, we can't. Actually, no. Yeah. Anyway.
So where were you thinking for this one? Because
My
I mean, it's Orton in a title match.
exactly. That's always a factor.
If you think past this to what the title match is going to be at WrestleMania. Do you have any ideas what it might be? Because it's a bit, like you said, it might be a ladder match.
I'm going to be a bit bold here. I'm going to go Orton.
You're going to go Orton.
I think, of course, you got world champions change hands. Never really change hands at this sort of time of year, but it is Randy Orton, so I'm gonna go with Randy Orton to win. I don't know, maybe through some shenanigans from Mahal might come out.
Yeah. I don't really see Randy Orton as a mid-card champion.
Well, that could be said about John Cena back in 2015.
Yeah. I'll go different. I'll go Bobby Roode on this one.
Okay, yeah, so that'd be good.
Yeah. Then now we just have the six-pack challenge. AJ Styles, John Cena, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler.
Who haven't they added to that match now? Then again, Chamber had 7 men, so...
Yeah, the Raw Chamber had 7. But I think...
They may as well just throw Chamber on top of it all.
I don't like that Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler are in this match. Obviously the story line...
I don't even know if Dolph Ziggler's a face or a heel.
Oh, God, no. I think... I don't know.
I just don't think they should have milked his disappearance until like maybe his first SmackDown after Mania.
Yeah.
Make a big deal out of it, but no, they didn't. And then, okay,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say who I think should win, who I want to win.
Well,
which is AJ.
Yeah, AJ. AJ's gonna win because we're getting that AJ Nakamura match at WrestleMania.
We better we get that Nakamura and AJ match at WrestleMania.
We are getting it. Fans are gonna be pissed if AJ loses this match.
God, there's gonna be just so much backlash.
Yeah.
Pun.
Pun.
I guess intended. Yeah, so there's going to be so much backlash against all.
I don't think we need to worry about that because I'm fairly certain AJ is going to retain.
It's very weird, Vince. It's always has to have a bit of worry in the back of your head about it. Yeah.
I can't see any other winner.
The only logical sense is AJ versus Nakamura. You look at,
I wouldn't complain about Kevin Owens versus Nakamura, but in the position
Sami Zayn versus Nakamura.
Well, we've already seen that, but it's great.
But
in the position they're in, I don't think they'll do it. It makes the most sense.
Looking at the guys involved who potentially Nakamura still on post, I only really see any logical booking sense from AJ winning.
Yeah.
Others just seem to have other things.
And they've already started building AJ Nakamura, so they're not going to switch it like that.
Exactly. So it's always good to have a bit of pressure on the title scene. I don't want it to be smooth sailing Nakamura AJ. At the same time, if I knew we were guaranteed getting AJ Nakamura, I'd be like, okay, put all the swerves you want in there. Put all the could he lose a title now?
Yeah, but you never know. But I'm fairly certain in this case that we are getting that match.
So, both AJ there.
So that does it for the Fastlane card. Where's your excitement level heading into this show? Is it a card you're looking forward to?
For Fastlane or for WrestleMania?
Fastlane.
Same as probably every Fastlane now. Some matches I'm more optimistic in. I'm very actually.
Fastlane has a tendency of fans being pissed off after the show. It's happened the last 2 years.
Fastlane tends to have a thing of actually having a surprise, really good match.
Yeah.
At least the February pay-per-view. At least the February pay-per-view.
Yeah.
More specifically, because you had the last thing with Triple
Threat
established, but that was Roadblock.
It's like the last 2 years, Fastlane has not been a good show.
It's had the odd good match on the show, but
of course last year was a Raw pay-per-view, and before that was Your Branded. So
I remember it had a really good Neville Gallagher match on it.
Yes, it did. Last year, that was like the best match on the show last year.
Yeah, it was 2015. It was Reigns Bryan.
It was Reigns and Daniel Bryan, and Reigns won.
I remember 2016. Was that just Roadblock?
I don't know, because we had Roadblock in there as well. I'll pull up the card. Still time for a bit.
Yeah.
So
was that the Reigns Lesnar Ambrose triple threat?
Fastlane last year.
2016.
So I'll go back. Fastlane last year was the Kevin Owens Goldberg match. When Goldberg won.
That absolutely tremendous 5-star caliber match.
22 seconds. Bayley beat Charlotte. Roman beat Braun. That's why people were annoyed. Because they spent ages building up Braun, and then he loses to Roman. Neville versus Gallagher, you say Big Show versus Rusev, Cesaro versus Jinder Mahal. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on there.
Cesaro beat a WWE champion.
I don't know what happened in that match. I don't know. Sasha Banks beat Nia Jax. Gallows and Anderson retained the titles against Enzo and Cass.
Wait, Gallows and Anderson were champions at one point.
Samoa Joe beat Sami Zayn. I forgot about that actually. And then the kickoff was a cruiserweight tag match. Fastlane 2016. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks beat Team Bad. Kevin Owens beat Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title.
Okay.
Big Show, Kane and Ryback beat Strowman, Rowan and Harper.
Strowman, Rowan.
Charlotte beat Brie Bella for the Divas title.
God, I wish Eric Rowan was part of Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Just so you can call Strowman, Roman and Rowan.
AJ Styles beat Chris Jericho. I remember they were doing that. I forgot about that. Curtis Axel defeated R-Truth. I have no idea. In 2 minutes, I don't know what's going on there. And Roman beat Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
That was 2016. 2015, I didn't realise there was one actually, but of course that was the Roman and
Brian won. And contenders.
Yes. Goldust versus Stardust, Cesaro, Tyson Kidd versus the Usos.
I remember that match between Goldust and Stardust. Yeah.
Nikki Bella beat Paige. Bad News Barrett beat Dean Ambrose by DQ. Rusev beat Cena for the title.
Yeah, that was when he knocked him out and then they low-blowed him.
Technical submission, it says here. And then Roman beat Daniel Bryan. That's probably really boring. We didn't need to go through all that.
Yeah.
Right. There's been quite a bit of news this week, hasn't there?
It has, especially from an MMA WWE perspective.
Yeah. So the rumour now...
The big rumour going ahead from UFC's side is that former UFC heavyweight champion Fabricio Verdum, I hope I'm saying all that right.
Fabricio Verdum, former champion,
yeah.
Fight Cavallo.
Yeah, he's talked about that he's going to meet the representatives this week in San Diego.
No, I don't think he's not going to meet him this week because he's fighting in 2 weeks.
Well, that's what he said.
He's not going to meet him. I've heard.
He's quoted saying.
I heard he met them.
He said his quote was, "I'm meeting the representatives later this week in San Diego."
I had heard later this month after his fight, because he's going to be in London in a couple of days.
Well, you fly out.
Yeah, but he's going to be training. I don't.
Yeah, you fly out.
I don't think it's great timing because he's got a fight, but if that's what happened, if that's what he says happened, it's interesting.
Yeah.
He could. I mean, he's 40, so he hasn't exactly got long left, and he's never trained professional wrestling.
It's gonna be if it all does go through, it's gonna be a similar deal to Bobby Lashley when he was in Impact Wrestling, and also in Bellator, where he was allowed to have some fights in Bellator whilst appearing in TNA.
See, that's interesting because Verdum is 40. Doing both could be hard on his body at that age.
Here's my problem. I'm not actually any interested in this whatsoever because if he's got one mindset on one and the other, I don't like that. I'm not. I wasn't even a fan of Lashley's whole deal with Bellator. Like, I know he has. I know they're both passionate to him, both wrestling.
And this seems to come out of nowhere. Like before this week, I'd never heard Verdum talk about wrestling.
Has he got any contract disputes with USC or anything?
Not really.
Not really. Negotiation tactic.
No. I mean, I don't know when his contract runs out.
I don't think it's happening. I think Dowy's going to turn him down. He's 40 years old. How are you going to build him? Is he even going to be worth the money? Is he going to ask for way too much?
He's not a draw. He's not a draw in the UFC.
Exactly. So. But Dowy might think, is your draw? I think he's.
The thing that goes in his favour is he's Brazilian. If they want, and MMA fighters are massive stars in Brazil.
Yeah.
So if he crosses over, they're going to get a jumping audience in Brazil. That's really all I can think of. And the fact they could probably do a massive draw.
I've never ever heard Dowy in Brazil often.
No, neither have I.
I've heard of a lot of foreign places go to, like Australia.
Yeah.
Technically,
there was that incident in Brazil when Chris Jericho kicked the flag.
Yeah, that's the only thing I've ever heard of.
And I don't think they've been back since.
I don't think I've ever heard of any WWE news in Brazil at all, ever.
Yeah.
Apart from that one instance.
Yeah.
So I don't think unless they want to branch into Brazil, South America more specific.
But there's better.
I could see him trying to find a South American.
If WWE said, we want to go into Brazil, we want a UFC fighter, Verdum is not the first guy I would think of. I would probably think Aldo. Or Cyborg, who has talked about fighting Ronda.
She even says she wants to go to
She said she was desperate to fight Ronda this whole time. She's now saying she will go to WWE if that means she can fight Ronda. I don't think she quite gets it's not real.
Does she even get the point of the audience from that? Do you know how stupid that is? She sounds on her.
Yeah.
I'll only go a day away if I can fight Ronda. Well, once you fight Ronda, then what? Are you going to stay? Are you going to go? You know?
I mean,
like that
Cyborg,
sounds kind of selfish from one side of it.
There are a number of reasons I don't really like her. That's one of them.
It's like,
the other is steroid use, but let's not go into that.
She seems so obsessed with Ronda.
Yeah, she is, and it's like she's because she's.
And it's not Ronda doesn't even.
There's nothing for her in the UFC. She's the only woman in her division. She's the champion. She's having to fight people from the other divisions because there's no one else.
Yeah.
That's why.
Ronda pays no attention to her. It's honestly just smart.
And she's been at odds with UFC a little bit. They seem to be getting on like each other's good side now because she just saved a card when there was an injury in another fight. But and she would probably make more money in WWE. Actually, I'm not sure because I don't know how much of a draw she would be, but when she fights, she's a relatively big draw for the UFC.
The thing is, I would have people like Cyborg no way people kind of just sound so condescending.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that.
I don't want a person being personally. I don't watch UFC, so it's not as much as Stephen does.
I'm like a hardcore fan, so
and it's like I don't want someone to step into a business that I love watching.
Yeah.
And I have a passion of watching if they don't have the passion for it themselves.
And that's like with Ronda. You can see she has the passion for it.
Exactly.
You know that, so.
It's like she does actually try to do it intimidating WWE, but I think her love for it just completely takes away from the series she does.
Yeah, maybe.
I assume it's probably someone like you, probably if UFC. If someone came into UFC doesn't want to do UFC, but just like has no passion for UFC, just for doing something in it.
Yeah.
Sort of like.
Well, that's a bit different because there's a lot more risk in UFC.
So how do you feel about Floyd Mayweather potentially going into the octagon?
Well, I think it's ridiculous.
Exactly.
But that's like the same reason I didn't really mind the CM Punk thing because he has passion for MMA.
Exactly.
He trained hard for 2 years, and although people say it's a farce, it's a celebrity, he's not a very good fighter. Well, that's true, but he cares about it, and he wanted to do it, and he set his mind. He set his mind to go and do it.
He has passion for it. He even said if he can't fight there, he'll fight somewhere else.
Yeah. It's not just about the UFC for him being a star in the UFC.
He seems really now in love with mixed martial arts. So.
Would Cyborg go wrestle on the Indies? Would Verdun go wrestle on the Indies?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Would Mayweather fight on
that's a whole different aspect of the Indies.
It is. You're right.
Like I don't really see CM Punk fighting in the indie equivalents of like UFCs and Bellator and stuff like that.
I definitely see him going to Bellator.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
Bellator is like the TNA.
Yeah, so I can see him going there. Like,
Bellator, unlike TNA, are actually a very good company.
New Japan or something like that. Like,
Bellator, unlike TNA, are actually a very good company. So, and I watch their fights a lot.
I don't want Cyborg there at all.
Or Verdun.
Verdun, does he have the passion to go there? I know he said he wants to go and do a mix.
It's like I never even heard about him talking about wrestling. So that makes me think he doesn't have the passion.
I see him. It's funny how he announces this whole thing after Ronda goes there.
Yeah.
Like after the success of Lesnar and now Ronda's there and that's doing big stuff.
And it's funny how he announces it like 2 weeks before his fight.
I know.
He's trying to get a bit of interest in that.
I think he's trying to make more money off UFC. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
You want me to stay here? You want me to stay here? Well, pay me a bit more on that match fight. Yeah. Try and one was like, pay me a little bit extra to fight next time.
Really, he's in a bit of limbo in the UFC as well, though, because he's the number 2 guy, but he's way better than everyone below him. But he's been knocked out by the champion. So that's the state the heavyweight division is in. But yeah. But there's a couple other people who you think they definitely do have the passion. Like I think Daniel Cormier comes to mind.
I saw a picture of him at the
You saw him at the Elimination Chamber, and they showed him on TV cheering for Ronda, and he was there. He was loving it. Cain Velasquez was there as well.
I think Cormier is a champion.
Cormier's the UFC champion, yeah. He's the light heavyweight champion.
Yes. I'm trying to think how would he ever want to go to WWE?
I think he does. I think he really does. He's nearly 40 though as well.
Exactly. So I think once he does lose a championship, I think that's when he'll start like being. Yeah. Maybe he would take the Verdun deal. Yeah, because at least we know he has passion for it. So at least we know he'll commit.
Cormier, he's for ages based. He's based his promos off wrestling. You can tell he's a massive fan. Yeah. And his character in the UFC is really something that would translate well, I feel.
Plus, if he can keep the UFC championship, then win a championship WWE.
Yeah.
Ho.
That's like what Heyman said on Raw. How he's gonna lay down the WWE title, lay down the UFC title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a potential storyline. Okay, right.
Cormier versus Lesnar. Okay,
right. Cormier does this, right?
I want to see that in UFC.
Cormier wins WWE Universal title. At some point. Just go with it. Go with it.
Go on then.
Okay, say Brock Lesnar's there for a little bit. Like, so he'd probably leave, go at UFC for a bit. So then Cormier, let's say he takes a deal this year, next year, something like that.
He's openly said he hasn't got long left in the UFC. He's only
Okay,
got
so
like a year to
say he announced this, maybe SummerSlam. Let's all go to SummerSlam.
That's a bit soon.
Okay, next SummerSlam.
He's literally fighting.
Next SummerSlam.
He's literally fighting like a couple or a few weeks before SummerSlam.
Okay, next year's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. He wins, say, the Universal, because that's like we can slap that title on any guy.
Yeah.
And then we'll, this will be maybe WrestleMania, post-WrestleMania, or WrestleMania maybe. And Brock Lesnar makes a return. After Cormier, he's cut a promo to set up SummerSlam. What he does is he comes out with Heyman, then Cormier, he has both titles, and he goes, "You said this 18 months ago, now I'm going to do this to you now." Puts the Universal title down, puts the Universal Heavyweight title down, and goes, "Come on, then." And I'm shipping for the Universal title, he's the heavyweight, but just imagine that scene. just make Heyman livid.
If I'm being really picky, I would say he probably won't be the UFC.
Of course, that's not realistic at all. I'm just that's a dream predict.
I think Gustafsson could beat him if they fight. To be honest, in the rematch, and he's old, so he's probably going to retire by then anyway.
Yeah. Either way, I'd love to see Cormier, don't we? I sometimes age can be a factor, but at the same time, Rude's only been there for about a year or two now, and he's like 40, so why not? Really, he's under 40, isn't he, Cormier? You said he's nearly 40.
He's nearly 40. He's not.
So,
he's not.
So he's still technically in his late 30s. So
yep.
He can still afford 5-10 year career, maybe. I don't know how his health is. We'll see.
Well, if you've seen a picture of him, he's not exactly the most athletic guy. You know that.
Yeah. Well, he could take a 5-year career, don't we? Honestly, why not? It's about mid-40s.
He is one. I think he could do it. He would take it.
Get a nice 5-year career out of it, make some money, make WWE some money, make the fan happy, Why not, Them sort of deals I don't mind it. It's like, he can work a medium time deal, which is a medium, but like a Chris Jericho-esque maybe, or sort of length. He wrestles maybe out of a 12-month schedule, maybe wrestles, takes up maybe about 6 to 7 of those. Yeah, so full time, they do sets of 3 or 4 month full time work, takes a few months off, come back again, shut up the time off, come back again. So maybe from the Rumble to WrestleMania, take off SummerSlam, the Survivor Series, take some time off, well, WrestleMania, so on, takes Big 4, takes a couple of pay-per-views in between, whichever one's come between those. It's weird how we go into UFC from that.
It's like there seems to be a massive crossover right now, and it's obviously because of Ronda. Everyone's seen Ronda, but is there anything else that you see could work? Obviously, you just mentioned Cormier, but is there anything else like?
Depending on who they sign, depending how many UFC fighters they sign. How about UFC Invasion?
Now you're talking my language, because I love that. I would love that.
Okay, this is.
And I could like.
Yeah, now I'm about to far-fetch it. Right, okay, here we go.
Colby Covington is the guy who would.
What if we do a 3-way gang warfare type storyline? Maybe you could combine into a war game.
UFC versus WWE versus NXT.
Yeah. If you want to take it to a 4-way, you can include ex-TNA guys, but they tend to don't have TNA licensing. You can't really do that, but I guess through association. Yeah. But either way, I'd love to see Team WWE versus Team NXT versus Team UFC.
I think you have to pay Dana White a lot of money for allow that to happen.
No, I don't mean. Yeah. I don't mean one in UFC. I mean once they sign from UFC. So they sign Cormier, Rousey. Because you've got Rousey now.
Yeah, if you bring Cormier.
If you can convince Lesnar to fight a 1 month, 1 match deal, maybe come back for one match.
How many people would you have? Because would you have Rousey in the War Games? Would you have a
No, I mean she could fight a different match. Maybe like a triple threat between her and
so how many people would you have in the War Games team? 3, 4?
Probably just stick with the 3, So Cormier,
the last one was 3.
Lesnar and
Colby Covington. You don't know who he is. If there's any MMA fans watching,
Well, there you go.
you'll
Anyway,
know.
how do you understand? How
He
you stand it?
I'll show you afterwards.
Yeah.
He was involved with Lashley.
Lashley?
Lashley.
It could be a
He was a
team
part of
member.
that. He was part of that ATT angle with TNA. Colby Compton was.
Yeah, so
And
team
basically,
team member,
he's
mate.
like a big wrestling fan. Since he started the stuff with TNA,
Well,
he's
so take
given himself
Lesnar out of the
complete
equation, put
heel
Lashley in it.
character.
So, because I think once Lesnar's done with WWE, he's done with WWE. And I think
Yeah.
he'll come
So
back
you'd
for
have
bottom match
you'd
or
have
something.
Lashley instead of Lesnar.
So Lashley, Cormier, and I don't know, just another UFC guy this time.
Colby. Colby, he trains with Lashley.
Yeah,
I'll
okay,
show you- I'll show-
yeah, sure, yeah, okay.
I will show you some Colby Compton promos. don't worry.
Okay, yeah, so them three and then an NXT of, I don't know, Aleister
Any-
Black,
Aleister Black would work for sure.
Aleister Black,
Well, Well, you don't know who's going to be in NXT then.
maybe throw in an underdog and
Well,
John
the thing,
Gargano,
the
maybe?
thing with NXT is these guys probably aren't going to be on NXT then.
Why you oh, okay.
Because there's no way this happens yet, isn't there?
Or you can have 4 NXT guys and this maybe have, I don't know, those 3 and then maybe a Black, Rollins, and if they get Simon back, which I hope to God they do, Neville. So that's 2 NXT.
Okay, whatever.
Or unless you want to go more than 3, you can have the faces of NXT. Rollins, Neville, Balor, Black,
Yeah.
and then you've got like the Cormier last year, your guy. Just last year.
He's not my
Colby
guy.
last year.
Trust me, he's not my guy. He's a dick.
Who?
Colby Compton.
Oh, you all said it, so I just okay. Anyway, yeah. So four UFC guys, those NXT guys, and then you don't know, maybe like a Strowman,
Yeah.
Reigns.
But let's get your reaction
Like
to
a
this. Let's get your
powerhouse,
reaction
yeah.
to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds,
Daniel Cormier as well. Yeah, this is a bit of a...
It's a bit of a segue here, so in case you're wondering what the hell's going on here. Such a heel.
This video will be in the description, by the way. It's Colby
Yeah,
Compton.
oh yeah, I'll put it in the description, of course, yeah.
Listen to the heat.
Nice.
Listen to the heat there.
I know.
It's in Brazil, and he just beat a Brazilian hero. He said a load of stuff about Brazil. Fabricio Werdum threw a boomerang at him because he insulted Brazil. They win Australia at the time, obviously.
No.
Yeah, I need to.
God.
I'll show you that now. Oh my
Um,
god.
shall
So
we-
maybe not have them on the same team is what I'm saying.
So with that, have we got anything else really to talk about?
There's not a lot else. Well, there's All In.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
venue has
maybe
been
like,
announced.
yeah,
The
so-
venue has been announced for All In. It's going to be the Sears Family Center in Chicago. Holds about 12,000, just under.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 10 with the stage and everything and cameras, which is what they said they were going to do. 10,000 arena,
Yeah.
and it's in Chicago. Obviously, a great wrestling city. Does that lead the way for an appearance by a certain someone?
I don't think it means a certain appearance by a certain someone. Because I think
Of
a
course,
certain
of course, I'm talking about Colt Cabana here.
Oh, no, we're talking about a certain someone. A certain someone is going to be probably in a certain company for a certain time.
Yes. Okay, so is there anything else you want to add to that, or
Not
Does
necessarily,
that do
but I ain't got anything.
we've done about 40? We've done about 40 minutes.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
So
Just because I don't want to count before we actually get an actual chance to
Yeah.
actually close the show for
Yes,
once.
yes,
That's how I always have the right
yeah.
message.
let's do it quick then.
This has
It's
been
gonna
our
cut out in a
podcast for
second.
this week, episode 5. I hope
Episode
you've
5.
enjoyed it for this week.
Yep.
Bit of a weird chop and change in terms of
Bit of a weird
subjects,
episode.
but
Yeah,
what can you do?
it's definitely our weirdest episode to date.
Exactly.
With reading the Fastlane cards and showing you a
Yes.
Colby Covington promo
Yeah.
and
Yep.
and fantasy booking. Okay,
So-
so obviously we've done our Fastlane prediction. Everyone enjoy Fastlane this weekend. Hopefully, maybe.
Twitter handles there.
So yeah, Twitter. You can follow us here. You can follow the show at RTSF Productions.
I don't really ever want to do this because so many YouTubers do this. Please give us a like and subscribe. Possibly comment down below if we ever get the good amount of viewers.
See, I wasn't going to say.
I don't want to. I don't like saying that because it's just like every YouTuber says that now. But yeah, it would really help us if you could subscribe and like, because it would help try and get the video out there to more.
Yeah. Please, if you enjoyed this, please share the video.
Yeah, it would be really helpful because
it helps us.
Yeah.
If the more people viewing this, the better content we're gonna provide.
Yeah.
I mean.
True. Yeah.
So we're gonna.
It's always my exposure to public because there's so many YouTube videos.
Yeah, I know.
It's always
hard to get tough. There's so many out there, but if you enjoy, which is why it's more so, if you enjoyed what you're watching, please tell your friends. Please tell people on social media. Tell people on Reddit, whatever.
So that does it for us.
Yep. That.
Hope you tune in again in our next video. We'll see you there.
¡Ídolo!